Gotta love that classic Xbox boot up. Welcome to Fly Network's Top 10. Today we're going to be looking at the top 10 Xbox games. This list is going to be made up of games I actually owned or played on my Xbox, so it's a personal list for me. Before we get into it, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can be up to date on all our videos. I love the original Xbox. It's one of my top 10 favorite systems, so let's get right into it.
Number 10.
Kicking off the list, Robotech Battlecry. This game I feel like it's underrated. I don't really see a lot of people talk about this game, but I love the graphics. I think this is called shell shaded. I don't really know what's the real art style behind it, but I always loved this type of graphics. Thought it was really dope. It still looked pretty good to this day. Gameplay was pretty good too. This is a pretty hard game and one of the first mech games I owned on my Xbox, so I love this game.
Number 9.
Coming in at number 9, Need for Speed Underground 2. This game was amazing. One of my favorite racing games of all time. I think I'm gonna have to do a list for the top 10 of racing games. But anyway, Need for Speed Underground 2 was a great rendition of Fast and Furious. Like, you could tell this was inspired by that franchise, but this took it to a whole nother level. You could customize your car down to the T. They also had trucks that you could customize. This game was just so awesome.
Number 8.
I put Marvel vs. Capcom 2 here at number 8 because this game was just great, man. It was a great 2D fighter game, great graphics, a big roster of fighters that you could choose from. Had a pretty solid music, like a soundtrack on there, and I really love the fact that it was a lot of unlockable things that you can get when you earn the Marvel money. That's how you used to unlock all the other characters. You could just go inside the store and pay for it throughout the game, and then you could buy the artwork and stuff like that. Man, I don't know if anybody remember any of that stuff, and I don't remember if that was on the Dreamcast version as well, but I know it was on the Xbox version. I played this version a lot, and it was really dope.
Number 7.
When I tell you this game was beyond hard, I mean beyond hard. Ninja Gaiden is at number 7 because first of all, it looks amazing, man. This game still looks good. Xbox graphics is not really a fall off type of system. Like, a lot of the graphics from Xbox just still look good today. Now, of course, graphics have gotten better, but the graphics on this game is so good, and this game storyline was pretty good too. It was just really, really hard. This is definitely one of the hardest games I ever beat, and I was so proud of myself when I finally beat this game. It was like I won the Xbox trophy or achievements, whatever, and I was just so excited that I just beat the game because this game was fucking hard, man. But still a great game. That's why it's at number 7.
Number 6.
I really don't have to say much about Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. This is one of the best Grand Theft Autos out of the whole franchise, man. This game could have been higher in the list, but there's so many other games that deserve it way more than Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. But San Andreas, man, is so much. I mean, like I said, I really don't have to say nothing. This is probably my favorite Grand Theft Auto of all time, but you know, it was so many layers, great soundtrack, like every other Grand Theft Auto. You could do whatever you wanted to do on this game, man. Just like any other Grand Theft Auto. It's just a great game, man. Rockstar really stepped their game up when they made San Andreas. And I'm looking forward to what's going to happen with Grand Theft Auto 6.
Number 5.
So coming in at number 5, it is a tie. It was so hard for me to choose between Shenmue 2 and Jet Set Radio Future because both of them hold a special spot. So let me go ahead and talk about Shenmue 2. Shenmue 2 was just a great game, just like the first one. This game had a lot of depth, a lot of great combat. Wish there was a little bit more combat throughout the game, but you know, it is what it is. And it was just a fun game to me. It was very funny. The voice actors, of course, was super funny, and I just liked all the mini games and stuff. A lot of the same stuff from the first one. It was just I feel like heightened to a certain extent. I still haven't had a chance to play number three, but like I said, I was really, really engaged into this game a lot, and I thought this game was really, really dope. All right, let's talk about Jet Set Radio Future. This game was so amazing, man. Loves Jet Set Radio Future. Now, don't beat me up in the comments. I never played the original one that came out on the Dreamcast. I only played this version, and I love this version, man. The soundtrack was crazy, dog. I still listen to some of the music off this game to this day, man. Shout out to Sega, man. They had two classic games that came out on the Dreamcast, and this is one of them.
Number 4.
Coming in at number 4, Metal Gear Solid Substance 2. This game was great, man. It's a Metal Gear Solid game, man. What else can I say? Great graphics, great story, great plot. One of the only drawbacks from this game, and I think I can speak for everybody from the Metal Gear Solid community, is that you didn't get to really play with Snake that much throughout this game. I think we only had like one mission where we played with Plisky, which we all know was really Snake or whatever, but it still was a great game. Writing wasn't that bad to me, in my opinion. I think this game had a great storyline, and it's worth checking it out if you never had a chance to.
Number 3.
Coming in at number 3, Spider-Man 2. The game based off the movie, kinda. It really didn't have that many movie themes, but this was the launch of the beginning of the best Spider-Man video games, where you had the free swing, and the combat was pretty well done. You had the loose missions where you ran around throughout the city. You also get to deliver pizza and all types of stuff. The graphics is, it's all right, but it was still one of the best Spider-Man games, if not the best Spider-Man game ever.
Number 2.
Coming in at number 2, Fable. I put the original Fable here because it was just the best one. I think Fable 2 came out on the 360 and on the Xbox. I didn't do the research, not too sure, but this was better than all the other Fables in my opinion. It was so original. It was outside the box. You used to could do so much, man. This was like Grand Theft Auto, only with powers and in medieval times. And I loved every single minute of it, man. It was a great game, and it had so much depth and so much replayability. I recently went back and just beat this game not too long ago, and I still love it to this day. So, of course, we got some honorable mentions for the Xbox, man. They had a lot of great games, had a great lifespan. So it's a lot of great games that came out that I couldn't really squeeze into the top 10. And I'm sure some games missing off this list. Just let me know in the comments below. But overall, these was a lot of the games that I played and that I enjoyed, and that just couldn't crack the top 10. I really, really love Street Fighter. I should have put it in the top 10, but this could have damn near been number 1, to be honest.
Number 1.
Coming in at number 1 should be no surprise. It's one of the Halos. So we're going to do a versus this time. My first time ever doing a versus. And we're going to see which one belong at the number 1 spot. So first, let's talk about Halo 1, the Combat Evolution. This game was crazy, dog. I remember my first time playing this. I didn't know what to expect, but this game was so much fun, man. Great storyline, great gameplay, man. This is one of the first and only first-person shooters that I really took to that was on the Xbox. So this game got a lot of weight in my eyes. Still think this is the best story out of all the Halos that came out, And man, this was just so fun, so original, and so fresh. Now let's talk about Halo 2. Halo 2 was no slouch, right? They built on an already great franchise, man. One of the things that I liked that they added onto Halo 2 was the fact that you would be able to double wheel or dual wheel guns, and I just thought that was super awesome, man. It felt great playing throughout this game. The only issue that I really did not like about Halo 2 was the fact that you had to play with the alien, man. I just thought that jump was whack, dog. I'm like, man, I've been killing them off in the first one, and now I got to play with them. So, which one do you think should be number one? Of course, Halo 1 Combat Evolution is the number one game that ever came out on the Xbox, man. So many countless hours played playing the multiplayer on this game. Well, Halo 2 multiplayer was a little bit better, but I digress. I still feel like Halo 1 was an overall better game. And so that's my top 10. This is my number one. And let me know in the comments below what you think or what game is missing that should have been number one or should have been on the list in its entirety. But like I said, Halo 1 is the best Xbox game that ever come out, man. And thank you for watching. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. And here's some of my other videos if you haven't had a chance to check out my top 10 PlayStation 2 games or my top Sega games. Here's the list right here so you can check them out. With all that being said, I guess I'll catch you guys on the next video. God bless and peace.